One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. What did that make? 7 wins with one possession or less?
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, what's going on, people? My bad. What's going on, man? These are your boys over here at AFN. Um, as you know, this your boy, Six Man K Styles. And on my stage right, we got your boy, Mad Mike Sports. This
Mm-hmm.
is the post game show, Atlanta Falcon Nation post game show. As you already know, if y'all haven't seen already, the Atlanta Falcons defeat the Detroit Lions 20-16. Was it a pretty win? No. Was it spectacular? No. At the end of the day, the main objective is to score 1 point more than your opponent. And guess what? We finally got a win at home. It took
Mm-hmm.
almost week 16, about week 16 to do it, but finally got a win at home.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Mike? How you feel about the game?
I'm gonna just say this. That right there is exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need. Wins like that. We're talking about a total team effort. I stated earlier today. I want to show people. I'm glad I just said that. I want to show you guys the difference between last year and this year. And we talking about. We actually had a conversation in the space, and the space pretty much stated that. And the space, I said the Falcons are having one issue on offense right now, and that's spacing. All right, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you one um, screenshot, and it's gonna show you. Okay, this is last week's game against the 49ers. Now you can count as many. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9 guys, and you got two safeties in the back. That's 9 guys in the front, right? With the Niners. And you see, as far as the wide receivers, everybody is pretty much on the line of scrimmage. Like they pressing, they ain't giving them no space. And I'm about to show you another steal right here. This is last year with Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley. Okay, you see how the spacing is? You see the safeties, the corners. The corners are what 10 yards back. All right, back as far as them not giving up. They don't want to give up anything deep. So everybody's space, even the linebackers aren't as close to the line as they were in this deal. You see how close the linebackers? They're barely 5 yards. They're not even 5 yards. They maybe like 3 yards. You know what I'm saying? They do not respect these linebackers, these receivers at all. And that's what the Falcons have been dealing with as far as their passing game is concerned. So that's what I want to show people. I want to give people a visual of why the Atlanta Falcons need and they must go out and get a receiver because the day was absolutely atrocious. I'm gonna say this. It's I'm speechless. I don't know how Matt Ryan is doing it. I don't know how he's keeping his composure because these wide receivers are awful. They awful. And today your boy almost gave up the game, and it was almost exactly a repeat. It was an absolute repeat of what we saw earlier against was it the Bucks? I believe it was Bucks when we ended up
Buccaneers.
the Buccaneers where he caught a pass And for whatever reason, this dude is just he just don't understand that maybe people around you, maybe you need to hold the ball in the right arm, you need to protect the ball. It's like he's Michael Vick all over again. What the hell is going on with Russell Gage? What the hell is going on with this dude? Okay, but it's today's wide receiver. Just like I said, the wide receivers for Atlanta is just absolutely atrocious. And like I said before, I know people are not gonna like this, but at this point, this Falcons team they gotta get a receiver. It's that bad now. Because not only do you have one of the best tight ends in the history of the game, hint, 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 and I'm gonna pass it to K Styles on this one, but he just did something, K Styles. What did that young fella do?
Not only did he get his third 100-yard game, but literally, let me make sure I got this right. The most catches for a rookie tight end in a season?
60 catches, 900 yards, and that's a franchise history. That right there is a franchise record. Better than the great Tony Gonzalez. Tony Gonzalez, even when he was with the Falcons, he didn't put up those types of numbers as far as the receiving yards is concerned. That right there just shows his greatness. Okay. This young fella is doing it. So not only he did, he just set a franchise record with 60 catches, 900 yards, and he's close to nearly breaking the NFL record. NFL record with the most receiving yards in history, which is but Mike Dicker's record. He's on pace. He could possibly break it next week, or he can possibly break it on these next couple of games. But he's on pace to break the rookie record, the NFL rookie record, and 1,000 yards receiving from a tight end. This dude is special. We gotta add something to help complement what he provides for this team. Because Russell Gage ain't it. Christian Blake ain't it. And God bless OZ for trying, but he ain't it either. Okay. And this too, that damn Mike Davis. I don't know what's going on with him. I want to say I'm sick of him. I'm tired. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of dreaming. Okay. I don't need no more dreams. Okay.
Oh man. Um, what you were saying about the Russell Gage thing? I think the issue with Russell Gage more so is I think what you're talking about is him trying to do too much. I know the one against the Bucks, that was a good play by the defender. But this was just one of those cases where he tried to do too much. I understand he wanted the first down. And like you said, I give him props on for trying to get that. But that's just one of those cases where if you're gonna make a dive like that, you got to secure the ball. You got to make sure you securing the ball if you're gonna do that. Um, yeah. We didn't know. Like I said, you got to see a little bit more Hayden Hurst this week. He got a touchdown pass. On a beautiful wheel route, which he had to run by Charles Harris. I don't know, a lot of y'all Falcon fans remember Charles Harris,
Mm-hmm.
but when they broke that play down, it was like, yeah, this lets you know why Kyle Pitts doesn't really have a lot of the touchdowns as y'all would expect him to have. Because if you saw that Hayden Hurst touchdown pass, the reason Hayden Hurst got open because the safety went after Kyle Pitts.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
So that was a double team on Pitts, and that is what we saying as far as what type of respect he's getting in this league as far as what these defensive coordinators are looking at. Because if he's getting double teamed, and he's really the only rookie receiver right now that's really catching double teams and bracket coverage like that.
The only one. He's literally the only one.
The only one. And it opens it up for everybody else. Now,
Mm-hmm.
was this a spectacular game? Like this was like what Mike and I always say. This was the type of game you need to expect the Falcons to make. Because if you look at these box scores here, Matt Ryan only threw the ball 24 times.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's outside of Kyle Pitts, nobody caught over 40 yards.
Whew.
That shit is crazy.
And I know everybody like trying to say, kind of calm down on Mike Davis. Absolutely not, because what this dude, he got to get going early in the game. I don't need for everybody to get tired and then you come on. No, you got to be ready to go from day one, snap one. He hasn't been doing that. He get going late when everybody tired, but like that's not why we brought you here. We brought you here to soon as they get you the ball the first time, you need to be running the ball. And I'm talking about hard. And I didn't see that in the first half of the game. I didn't see that, that toughness early in the game. I didn't see that decisiveness early in the game. This is what this offense is built to. And like I said, what I think the Falcons are going to need is not necessarily worried about guys with speed, but they need guys who are decisive and they run it. Like you see a hole, you hitting it. The acceleration is going to be key for this offense because I saw plenty of times. I'm sure a lot of you guys saw it, K-Style, but I saw holes all day long. I saw them having running holes all day long. And I already told you when you look at a guy like Cordero Patterson, we're seeing him. We seeing him now turn into that 30-year-old guy. We rode him way too much early in the season, and now you're seeing that 30-year-old Cordero Patterson. Does he still have a little something left? Of course, but this is what happens. We always say all the time: guys get 30 years old in football. You might want to start looking for his replacement. I'm not paying Cordero Patterson $40 million, $30 million. I may not even pay him $20 million because of that age. And like I said before, this is going to irritate the hell out a lot of Falcons fans. But what we don't want to do is get back in the habit of paying guys after they had one good season. That's what got us in trouble with Thomas Demetrio. Guys had one good season, and we ready to give him a contract extension. Gotta let these guys. We gotta let these guys earn their paycheck. We can't be getting out free money, bro. This ain't Oprah. Okay? You get a car, you get a contract, you get a contract. We can't be having that. And like I said, that's no disrespect to, but he's 30 years old. We got to understand he's 30. That's a dangerous, dangerous move. We just saw this with Julio. Julio just turned 32, and we're seeing him broke down right now. So we can't keep paying these 30-year-old guys these massive contracts. They 30 years old.
Right. And we got a $9.99 super chat. Robert Ponder said, "Keep the positive vibes, fellas. Love listening to you guys. We all we got. We all we need." Hey, that's the mantra over here at AFN. We all we got.
We all we got, bro.
But yeah, cause I'm gonna give y'all the box score for this game. And this is just one of those cases where, yeah, this is one of those games that we kind of skated by. But like you said, when it came to the right times, you made the plays at the right moments. Time of possession, they outgained us by 14 minutes in time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
They had 80. They had about 80 more total yards than us. 5 more first downs, and they had 3 sacks to our 0.
Oh my God.
And they had 23 more plays than us. So yes, even though the Falcons had a game like this where they only offense only put up 254 yards, and the defense only gave Detroit 16 points. Hey, it's just one of those games, man. Hey, it ain't pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't the Instagram model. It ain't the 10. This is one of those
Mm.
3 games right here. Sometimes you gotta have you a 3 in your pocket.
Right, right.
All right,
I
bro.
like that. No, you're
Hey,
right.
exactly. Yeah, and like I
Yeah.
said, we scored when we needed to score. And I think one of the main reasons why that was that trick, what was that fake punt that kind of gave them that
Mhm.
momentum for a while. Cause
Yeah, that's
it threw me off guard a little bit. Cause I like, but when they was talking about like, I'm not surprised. I mean, they're 2-11-1, so they're gonna pull some crazy ass shit out here. But yeah, they'll yeah. As again, you get 24 tackles in between Fourier and Dion, so they flowing to the ball as you would want them to.
speak. Can I speak on something real quick?
Go
My
ahead.
like, I want to speak on this, and it's Fourier and Dion together, and I think we got to understand one thing because this, like, I think this is very important because I think we kind of spoke on it earlier, on the
Mm-hmm.
heavy hitters.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we gotta have two solid linebackers. Okay, this game was a perfect example of yin and yang.
Right.
And in this example, in this game, both of those guys did exactly what we needed them to do. All right,
Mm-hmm.
it was clutch play by Dion on that on the batted pass that
Oh yeah,
only a
yeah,
guy
yeah, yeah.
like Dion would have gotten to. Like
Right.
you saw his range. You saw actually the Falcons weren't getting any pressure on the edge. So what they did, they made 2 adjustments. They kept flipping Fourier and Dion, who was going to be the edge and who was going to come off the edge as a blitzer. And Boyer had no clue on what was going to do. That's what happened on that last play. He didn't know that Fourier was watching him the whole time because for the most part, they kept using Fourier around the line and it was blitzing him occasionally. So it took him for a loop. It's like, all right, I got Dion coming on the blitz this time and Fourier dropping out. Previously, we saw Dion,
Mm-hmm.
Dion, he going out, like I said, he's this team is still finding its way, but you see what they can do together. This was a perfect game of Fourier and Dion. They played an excellent game, and like I said, I'm gonna say one more thing too about that. I'm gonna continue to go out on the limb and just say I don't think a team in the NFL has a better linebacking core than what the Falcons have because Mike Walker he played his ass off today also, and they had him in passing cover. They had him blitzing. Those guys were all over the place. They gotta clean up the pass. They gotta clean up the tackling. They
Boy.
all of them. Fourier missed a lot of tackles. Dion missed a lot of tackles.
Boy.
They gotta clean up that tackle.
Boy.
But
Lord. As you see me looking off to the side right now, this is exactly how I was looking.
yeah,
I was
today was
looking
bad.
like I was looking like, boy, where was the? I'm like, damn, where was the tackling?
Bro, it was
It,
bad.
uh, Yeah, they was tackling. They was tackling like they were like this was the guy running the ball. They were tackling like Suge Knight was running the ball. They like, no, 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 no. I don't want to tackle him. He's like, I just don't want to tackle him, boss.
Both of those. Like I said, it was both guys just missing tackles.
It was everybody. I was like, Lord. I was like,
yeah, it was bad. It was bad today.
But like, and then there was like there's still a lot of flaws that's going on with this team as well. There was another thing that I saw too was they weren't setting the edge as crisper.
Yeah.
They wasn't really setting the edge like that. And I thought this is what Stephen Means' whole purpose of the team was to set the edge.
Man, he was bad today. Today was just, I don't know what was going on.
The defense played bad today, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. They played bad, but like I said, this team still won, but the defense played terrible today.
Yeah. It was bad.
I think
a couple of games, they tackling been horrendous, bro.
I don't know. They trying to Are they thinking they playing against some Pop Warner players or something?
Man, I don't know.
I'm like, okay, that sound like
getting ran over. I was just like, what is going on with the tackling?
Exactly. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if these folks they trying to do too much or they trying to give them the shock factor tackles. I like, no, bro. You have to break down and tackle these guys, man. Because this is why we said in the heavy hitter show, you never, and I repeat, you never underestimate any team in this league, regardless of record. Hell, we saw AJ Terrell miss some tackles today.
Bro,
everybody
was missing.
I'm on Raw, boy. Like when they was talking about they were comparing him to damn Hines Ward. Boy, whatever happened in that touchdown, boy, I saw it. I I saw it. So, yeah, like I said, it's just the fact that okay, they still got the win. They did what they had to do. So my question was, my question to you, Mike, is what do you think really was the issue with the defense today as far as its play? Like, do you think it was more so of them taking the Lions lightly because Jared Goff wasn't there? Or do you think I'm not talking about Dean Pease in the system. I'm just talking about the player. I'm just putting the players in this part right now. Do you think that they took this Lions offense for granted because there's no T.J. Hawkinson, no DeAndre Swift, no Jared Goff? And that's probably why they look sloppy on defense.
I mean, that could have very well been a major factor, but the last couple of games they've just been atrocious, bro. Like they're playing like I said, they are there to make the plays. Like even against the Niners, they were there to make the play. They were just getting ran over, ran through. Like I saw Richie Grant trying to grab the dude's hand. Like what the fuck? That ain't tackling. He grab the dude's hand and try to bring him down or something.
You say he tried to do the cha-cha slide with him?
Right, he tried to cha-cha slide.
hey, here you go. To the left.
Oh my God. Yeah, so I don't think they took him lightly. I just think the last couple of games, these guys are just, they have some bad habits, and I think you said it. Yeah, he literally tried to grab the dude's hand. If I can get that screenshot, I'll post it. But Yeah, dude literally tried to grab his hand to tackle him, and then Dion is running so damn fast, overran the damn place. I'm like, what is going on?
He said he tried to run like Speedy Gonzalez and ended up like Wile E. Coyote on the tackle.
I think that's Dion's problem. I think he's dealing with a gift and a curse with his speed right now, because he's so confident in his speed that he tends to overrun a lot of plays. And that's what he's been doing a lot lately, just overrunning plays. And I think, when you born with that type of speed, like I said, it's a gift and a curse for him right now. That's what he's stuck on the running back. He's stuck, dude. Dion still got that. Dion still got knock you out.
He started to drop, but goddamn, boy, what happened to the other damn 20 opportunities you had?
Like I said, the day was just bad, man. And I think they really in bad habits. They got a lot of bad habits right now. They need to get through.
Yeah, man. I forgot. I forgot what I was about to damn say, bro. Cause I just had that play just pop up in my damn head. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like Jerome been saying the whole show. Lord, give me the strength.
Debo, I will say that he is playing with a shoulder injury. I will say that. That's one thing we gotta remember too. He's playing with a shoulder injury, so maybe that is a factor. But yeah, he
couldn't have been playing with a shoulder injury all season. He been shoulder tackling all season, but these last few weeks it's definitely been shown because
we don't know what he's been dealing with. Just again, like he's missed time in practice because of that shoulder.
Oh God!
Like, at the end of the day, we're not gonna talk about that guy. I want to see what we're talking about. Oh my God!
He's like, whoa! Talking about Kung Fu. Well, we ain't gonna talk about Kung Fu Panda, bro. Ain't no way in hell. I forgot he was even on the field.
Again, he did it again, bro.
Kung Fu Panda did it again.
I literally saw this dude during the game. I'm saying, he stopped in front of, I'm not kidding. He stopped in front of the attack and went like this. I said, why you calling the Kung Fu Panda? That's exactly, bro. I'm not joking. He stopped in front of the defensive attacker and went like this. That's it.
Bro, I'm telling you, boy.
This dude is incredible. This dude is absolutely. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, this dude got to go. Like, he didn't even try to rush the passer on one play. I literally saw him he didn't even try. And then the next play, I see him. He gets off. He gets off the snap. I said, so you're not even out here giving us a 100% every play. That's a problem for me, bro. I literally saw this dude one play. All right, one play, he barely getting off the line, and then the very next play, he gets off the ball quick. So I'm like, what in the hell? Like, what are we doing?
Oh my God! Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it. Damn it! I can't do it right now. But yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. The Liu Kang bicycle kick. Yeah, he did. He pulled one of those off. He pulled one of them Ling Xiao Yu parries and shit. Well, you know how every time somebody punch, I'll tell you, bro. This dude is a fighting game champion. But I'm, but let's just get to the fact that we finally won a game at home.
Mm-hmm.
We finally won a game at home, bro. God, we damn man, finally. Hell, I saw a lot more Lions fans there than I would expect it to see, but hey,
Because they selling them. Falcons fans selling them.
they said like, oh shit, we're gonna sell them for two big nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that shit is crazy,
Y'all
man.
stop being some damn punks. All you damn punks in this damn. And I'm scared to make man these quarterback sneaks. That man, he's
Shit.
6'6". He got a better chance of getting hurt standing there than actually
Is that what is
doing
that?
that.
You said let his ass fall over. Shit, fuck it. We complained about him not sneaking. Now we scared of him
Now
sneaking.
y'all know what I know. Y'all play like a punk, man. Chill out. Let him do it. If we getting first down, we keeping the clock going. So look, I want it. We didn't do this stuff under Dirty Color. So that, I guess I understand why. Because Matt go down, we screwed. Okay, but like I
Yeah,
said, we gotta do this. I understand why, but at the end of the day, bro, we have to, we gotta do the little things. And today was a perfect example of doing the little things, picking up your teammate. Um, and like I said, I'm proud of this team because we doing the things, the little things well. We getting the stops. They got to get better with the third down stops. I think today, I'm gonna just say today was really about they running back.
Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams really played a great game. I'm just gonna be honest. He played a great game. Without them, that team don't have a chance.
He said
They were
they ain't
just
got a chance.
they were just forcing Boyer to check the ball down. And a lot of plays, for first down. But like I said, the game was really about Jamal Williams today. That dude was a
Hey
golden.
Mike.
Oh my god. Uh-uh.
Dante Fowler.
I don't
But
know what that I'm just ready to see him go. I'm just gonna
uh,
be honest. I'm tired of seeing him kung fu slap somebody.
but like and let's kind of get to the offensive side because I know we done about went ham on the defense for the last 30 minutes
Mhm.
now. Finish him. Do do. Nah, with Dante Fowler, he can't finish nobody. He all he could do is friendships, and he all he could do is friendships.
Man, look,
Oh
yeah.
man. Hold on. We got $5 super chat. Jerron Wade said we gave almost 200 yards to a sorry ass quarterback who played at UConn of all places. 12 touchdowns, 26 interceptions in college. Worst quarterback since Dan Orlovsky. Ain't nobody worse than Dan Orlovsky.
He in the NFL. He in the NFL. He in the NFL. At
He in
the
the
end of the day,
NFL,
in the NFL. I don't
regardless.
think he sucks. He actually showed great poise. He didn't do too much. That's exactly what you want your backup quarterback to do. Not do too much.
Right. George Costanza here with the 4.99 super chat said the Lions out Falcons. The Falcons gauge choked, and then the Lions went Super Saiyan over 9,000 level choke. But wait, we finna bust up the Bills though. We appreciate that. We ain't gone that far yet.
They just beat They literally just beat the Cardinals. So I don't know why people so down on. They just beat the Cardinals, bro. The Cardinals what 10-5 right now?
That shit,
They beat them.
Cardinals been on a downward spiral here in the last.
Mm-hmm. They look that's they got all that talent and they really been like you said they've been on a downward spiral. So it's like, look, man, at the end of the day, man, it's like you gotta respect our opponent. They in the NFL just like everybody else in the NFL.
Right. Exactly. Well,
I'm
I ain't
glad we
look
didn't give up 300, 400 to a backup quarterback. 200 ain't nothing for me.
to 200 is actually below average in today's damn
Mm-hmm.
day and age. Hell,
Right.
Matt had 214 in total.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, Kyle Pitts was like really the shining bright star of this offense today, bro. Hell, I even put Hayden Hurst in there too. The tight ends
Yeah.
today,
Oh yeah.
the
Hayden had a
tight
pretty
ends,
good.
yeah, it doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but if you look, like I said, the tight ends played well today.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else was like,
Right.
I don't know what the hell happened in the first 6 plays of the game. Well,
Bro.
I think,
Oh my
bruh.
God. I don't know what the hell that was.
Boy,
That was bad.
I think Matt was mad at him. Like, bruh, really? We ain't even started yet, but we 6 plays in and I done got hit 3 times already. Woo, boy.
Whew. Lord Jesus.
But they had to, but they had to quick. They like you said, and he for the love of God, he had to get the ball out. And one of
Mm-hmm.
those I forgot which throw that was, but you saw him had to run for his life, like really in that second and third quarter. He was running for his life in that pocket, right? And
Mm-hmm.
this is what we talk about. You must have cohesive unit as a offensive line, like you said. It's inconsistent right now because you have a lot of young guys. It'd be one thing if you had a bunch of experienced guys and he's getting hit like this.
Uh-huh. That we
But
know for sure that it's just
right,
we're getting beat. We know for sure we just if there's experienced guys and we getting beat, then you know it's just talent. But right now these guys they're young, so we don't know if it's talent
right,
or
boy, yeah,
just
yeah,
inexperience.
yeah. Like I said, man, we're gonna have to use that 14 personnel, bro. We gonna have to use that 14 personnel.
It's looking like it. That's what's
We're gonna have to use that 14 personnel. If you wonder who the fourth tight end is, I'm talking about Keith Smith. So technically, it'd be 2 running backs, three three tight ends, no 4 tight ends and a running back, aka I formation. I like, boy. We definitely happy for the W, but we saw a lot and this is the one thing about when you're playing like teams that have like those type of losing records. Like when you're playing against good teams and you're losing against good teams, that's one thing. But when you start looking at these bad teams, this is where you start seeing like inefficiencies of what needs to be worked on. Like we said, the tackling needs to be better. Getting off to that fast start has to be better too. That's not getting off to no fast start when your quarterback getting sacked 3 times in 6 plays. The first 6 plays of the game. And Thomas Morstead, you and Young Way Cool, y'all get shots out too, because I saw Thomas Morstead with a few of them punts do his damn thing.
oh yeah.
You need a punter for that. Yeah, boy, that 14 personnel is on the way, boy. Damn,
This right here.
hold on, what you got? That's horse vision, big gap on the left side. Right into the
Bro, I saw that.
That's why I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing, bro. God damn.
This man had the whole left side. And he decided he gonna run straight into a defender. Like what the hell?
Oh shit, that shit was so funny, bro. We looking like I'm sitting. No, look, because the thing was, I took my daughter to the park today, and I was watching the game while I was doing it too, while I was pushing her, and I saw that shit. I like, she looked at me crazy, like, "Daddy, you about to have a stroke?" I'm like, "You son of a."
The whole left side was free, and this dude decided he want to go straight into a defender. like I said, at this point, it's not the offensive line. A lot of these issues because wide receivers can't get open, and our running backs just can't see holes. It's like there's only so much CP can do, can help. All right, it's only so much
Yeah.
he can do at
Yeah,
this point.
they kind of getting back to what we said earlier. That's why I feel like they overused him too early.
Oh yes, absolutely.
And that was the
Oh,
main question I had early in the season was like, is it going to be a point to where they're going to use him too much and he starts slowing down, or do you want to use
uh-huh.
him at spare? But the fact was they had no choice but to overuse him because nobody was doing nothing.
Nobody was making it. Nobody was making plays. Russell Gage decided he wanted to all of a sudden what? It 12 games through the season. Now you want to start damn
And then today reverted right back. He
playing
like he
right
had
back. Oh my
he
god!
dropped
I
he
was so
dropped he dropped one, fumbled another. He got a couple first. He got a first down or so. Like I give him credit on those, but
getting him an extension. Now I'm looking at like, bro, we can't give you nothing for you.
extension, boy, you better be lucky. You better be lucky if they give you a $3 million 1 year deal.
Yeah, the day was like, and you just saw Matt. Oh Matt, he was so
Matt look mad at him, but he looking like, bro.
like, these brothers
I don't think I can stand another year of this.
like I said, that's what I said. Matt gonna get him a receiver. You can believe that. I mean, not even again. That take Matt out of the equation. Any quarterback who's playing for this team, they gonna get a receiver out. Cause these guys are terrible, bro. These guys are bad.
Oh, I like this comment right here. He said the look of relief on Gage's face after Fournier's interception.
It was like, yeah,
Oh boy.
oh, Lord, save me, Jesus, save me.
Oh Lord, we got a
Lord,
1999 super chat. He said, by the way, Merry Christmas. Thanks for covering our sorry ass team draft take. I've been saying on other podcasts that I like Jordan Davis over everyone else. What do you guys think of Davis versus taking the edge to replace Fowler? Shit, you need both. At the end of the day, it just depends on who's there when we take them. It depends on who we there. We take them.
hold on, didn't they agree to void Fowler's contract if he doesn't get a certain sack number? If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if that.
Yeah, I think if he don't hit 6 sacks, I think if he don't get 6 sacks, I think they can void his contract. So
Okay,
that
and
would.
they agreed. Yeah, I think they agreed to that. It's something
Shit.
like that. I got to look at it, but I think that's what it is. So we may just depend on how he finishes the season.
Oh man, but yeah, like I said, Davis versus taking the edge. This is the thing, and the bad thing about it is we're in such a situation that because Julio wanted to leave and because of the Calvin Ridley situation, see now you have major gaps everywhere. We actually in a worse position this upcoming offseason than we was last offseason.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, defensive line. Like I said, you get Jordan Davis, that's fine. If he's not available when you get him, you take the best available edge rusher you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you don't get a Jordan Davis, I have a strange feeling that Devontae Wyatt maybe have a better pro career than Jordan Davis.
I think he's the more complete DT. I think he's the more complete DT right here.
Mm-hmm. Jarvis here said we don't need a superstar wide receiver. We just need some physical. Just need a physical wide receiver, competitive receivers. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be great. Like, the main thing is, can they catch a slant? Can they catch a dig? And can they withstand a little bit of contact? Because God bless Russell Gage, he fearless, but sometimes that fearlessness leads him into trouble. There's a difference between reckless fearlessness and controlled fearlessness.
I
He's
think that dude
reckless.
wheelchair. But he be
Hey, and Jerron Wade here said, with the $2 super chat, he
ooh, la,
said, Pitts 127 yards away from Dicker's tight end rookie receiving record.
la. 2 games left, right? Yeah, I think 2
Mm,
games left. Yeah, he could
mm,
definitely do that.
right.
Oh, and another thing too. I think this is something that a lot of people ain't really paying attention to. I had a conversation with LT, and we was talking about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan needs to average about 220 yards in the next 3 games in order to reach 4,000 yards again. And I think that right there is probably the most
Boy,
impressive.
if he pulled
Like this,
4,000 yards out of this season,
out of this season, out of this season, this is what this does with this season. I don't think anybody can question this man, his status as a quarterback, an all-time great. Because, bruh, he ain't. This dude,
woo, boy, that's all I gotta say on that one.
yeah, this dude, if he pulls out 4,000 with this, yeah, I don't think anybody could ever question this man ever again if he ends up with 4,000 yards out of this year.
Oh my
That,
god. George Costanza said Jordan will run a 4.8 at 350, bro. He is huge as hell. See, but the only reason why I say that is because even though this guy may not be as huge as Jordan Davis, but I remember a couple years ago there was a certain defensive tackle who ran a 4.6 at the combine by the name of Quentin Williams that everybody said was the can't miss prospect. We don't know yet. But like I said, if we're gonna bring him in to play the Grady Jackson role, it all depends. Like I said, it just all depends on draft positioning right now. Like I said, he looks good here. There's plenty of pass rushers too. It's plenty of defensive linemen. They can't screw this draft up with the defensive line guys here. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. If Matt gets 4,000 yards in this season, them haters are gonna be on suicide watch.
come on, bro. You can't say Julio made him or Ridley made him or anybody made him. Because that
Shit,
dude really
the fact that he pulled almost 3,800 out his ass right now. Yeah.
come on, man. Yeah, that's. Sheesh.
Oh, this would be very, very disrespectful right here. I don't know. I think some people may take this as some bullshit if this would happen. It'd be hilarious if Calvin really decides to return for the next couple games. Don't play like
smack
that.
his mama.
You say you'll smack his mama? God damn.
That's disrespectful, and I put some disrespectful shit in return.
Oh boy, you say you smack his mama? God damn.
That's disrespectful. They done grind, and your ass want to come back to that.
Oh man, don't mind me laughing so much, boy, because like I said, this game
keep hurting, bro. You gotta laugh and keep hurting.
I'm hurt. It's bad, bro. Hey, man. Like I said, man, Kyle Pitts did his thing today, man. I know. Yeah, that one, and I'm gonna tell you the one catch that he had today that I really was impressed by was the one that set up the Hayden Hurst touchdown.
That was, yeah. I was like, yeah, this dude's Superman.
Yeah, like I said, once he gets the concepts of breaking on certain routes and not rounding off his routes, like I said, y'all, we got something here. We got something here, but you definitely need a receiver. You definitely need somebody else that can take the pressure off of him. Cause let's go back to these box scores. As I was saying, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, continue talking. Let's go back to this box score.
My boy Triple G, says Ron needs to average 222.5 yards in the next two games to reach 4,000. And like I said, that that in itself just tells you the greatness of this man. Like this dude, it don't matter what you give him, he's gonna get the damn job done. They've literally taken everything from him, and he's still putting up 4,000. That just tell you that, like I said, I don't know how anybody at this point in time can look at him and say, "All right, you suck." I just don't see at this point. You're just straight. You are straight up hater. You hating him for things beyond football. It ain't even about football anymore. If you can look at this man and say, with this damn starting lineup, especially them wide receivers, with their offensive line, the running game has been inconsistent. You say, yeah, Matt Ryan sucks. Yeah, this guy sucks with 4,000 passes. With a damn wide receiver playing running back. Like, bro, we really, you talking about making the team, bro. We really making the team. We got a wide receiver at running back, and he's our lead running back. Just think about that for a second, okay?
Oh Lord, hold on. Let's go ahead and see something right now. I'm just gonna look at the stats coming into this game on how they were
Mm-hmm.
doing. As we talking about rushing, yeah, Cordell Patterson got almost 600 yards rushing, and he's the second lead. He's the he damn near the third leading receiver. Well, he gonna be the third leading receiver on the team
Mm-hmm.
because he only caught like one pass for like -1 yard. No, he didn't catch nothing today, did he? Or did he get one -1 or something? Hold
Cordero,
on,
I
hold
think
on.
did. I don't think he caught anything as a receiver. I don't believe. Hold on.
I'm sitting here asking, and I got the damn box score. What kind of is that? kind of is that? Um, but like I said, outside of all the inefficiencies that they had, at the end of the day, they just made enough plays to win the game, man. And this was
Mhm.
a total team victory. It could have been a total team disaster, but it was a total
Mhm.
team victory. Because they said we needed the Vikings and we needed the Eagles to lose to kind of stay
Ooh,
within
yeah,
it. Yeah, Patterson had one reception for -1 yard.
yeah, on that swing with that check down, whatever it was.
And Christian Blake had one reception for 5 yards. Mike Davis had one reception for 7 yards. Marvin Hall one for 10.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden 2 for 21. Zacchaeus 2 for 32. Russell Gage 4 for 39 and Kyle Pitts 6 for 102. Right. But yeah, Fourier sealing it at the end. Hey, hey, we needed somebody to make that type of play today. But he came through with it, boy. Cause I ain't even gonna look. I about to say the Falcon faithful. I can already tell you was looking like, here we go again. Here
Mm-hmm.
we go again.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I honestly thought they would put it out. This is the first time I really thought that they would put it out. I knew they would make a play. I didn't know who was gonna make the play, and I knew they weren't gonna get no sack. I knew that for a fact. But I knew they was gonna make a play somehow. Whether it's a fumble, interception, I felt like they were gonna make that play. Because it's like I said, this just the circumstances. That was the time for Dean Pease and that defense. It's like, okay, Matt has been carrying us all this time. It's time to pick them boys up, especially Matt Ryan. Because like I said, I don't know what more you want this guy. We talk about it all the time. Another one of those games where Matt Ryan got to put people it was several moments during the game where Russell Gage didn't even know where the hell the play. And Matt Ryan pointed him out to go like, no, you need to do this. The guys is like I said, it's incredible to see what he's doing to help this team win. And it's the small intricate details, lining guys up, tell them what their job is. Like wide receivers don't even know their job. That's bad when you think about it.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm about to say it was like, but but I give Lions credit what credit was due, boy. They ran that rock, boy. They ran that rock
They
down.
ran
Oh
that
fuck.
shit to death, bro. I'm like, I see this
But
bullshit.
and it wasn't no Tyler Davidson this time, so I
Oh,
can't, I can't,
it
I
was
can't even say Route 96 this time. Route 96 wasn't on
he,
the field, so I,
Jamal was just Williams was just he was a one man wrecking crew today. Dude was
but
balling today. I can't
but
even lie.
but he always ran like that. But it's the thing is, I think what the problem was, and then this is what I was saying. I was paying attention to Grady Jarrett. The only reason why I'm saying that I was trying to see who was going to be the leader to be like, okay, enough is enough, and it's
Mm-hmm.
time for a change.
I
R.I.P.
saw.
Owen Hart. Y'all saw what I did there.
Mm-hmm. Wrestling fan though.
Yeah, exactly. That was like enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Mm-hmm.
Like who was going to be that leader to step in and say, no.
You saw. I know where you're going with this.
Who am I saying that? Who am I saying is that? Who the one
Hey,
that said
it's
it
your
was
show.
enough?
It's your show. I know what I saw. I
No,
saw
I'm
on.
not. No, I'm
Hey,
no, I'm
I
intrigued. I want to
saw.
see if we.
I saw it on a couple of plays, and it was two guys where I saw 99, 99, and 32. That when they said when they Detroit did something that teams typically don't do, and I think that because Penny has the strength to kind of manhandle certain guys, so they kept doubling Grady. But I think it was a weird combination. Like they would double him in weird spots. So whatever Grady would move, they would shift. It would be the right guard in the center, and then it'll be left guard in the center. So wherever Grady lined up, they double him. But I saw 99. He said, "Look, dude was
Josh,
penetrating. He
Jonathan
was
Bullock saying, "Fuck,
he
hey."
he was I'm making plays today. I'm making plays today." And like I said, him and they were shooting them gaps once they figured out what they were doing to Grady. That right there is what I saw from the defense and the front seven. Once they figured out what they were doing to Grady Jarrett, those guys adjusted. That's a mark of a good defense right there.
That's a mark of some good, some smart players.
Mm-hmm. They
But
made the necessary adjustments because Grady was getting double. He wasn't getting double every play, but when they doubled him, those guys made the necessary adjustment. They were shooting the gaps, and um, it was like I said, the only thing that really was bad was the tackling. The tackle was just god awful.
see, now we gotta go back to this shit. Oh my god.
The tackle was the only thing. They was making the necessary plays. And like I said, even Grady, like I saw Grady get doubled, and somehow the motherfucker still got out of it. That right, those are the types of stuff. You double team this dude and he still find a way out of it. Grady's just special, bro.
So
Like Grady's just an animal, man.
so so we can call this the Clifford Franklin defense today.
Yeah, yeah.
The Clifford Franklin defense.
Boy, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
My
nah,
God, yeah.
I did. It just at the end of the day, it just goes back to the tackling. Like I said, you understand if it was maybe one play here or two plays there.
Right, it was
Woo!
powerful players.
It was
Everybody was tackling.
It was everybody. Oh yeah, here you go. Dog rule. They said I seen 3 dudes on Gray Jared on the play. Hey, y'all remember that movie Semi Pro? Well, Andre 3000, he had the ball, and they knew he had the ball. They had the whole team guarding him. That was Gray Jared. But yeah, man. Boy, y'all go ahead and y'all start asking some damn questions, man. Because if I start thinking about this, please, for the love of God, because I'll start thinking about this tackle.
We're going to keep expanding on it. That's why we got Cooler Talks, so we can kind of like take what we saw. We're going to watch it again, kind of take what we saw and kind of give our players that stuck out.
Ooh. It's not the Sukihana no more. Ooh, boy. Boy, I'm about to say, thank God for that, boy. Because if they had Porous tackling and it was the Sukihana defense, my goodness, boy, you might as well call this Booty Talk 12 on the Booty Talk 12 defense. I'm about to say. They doing that. I wonder if somebody gonna catch that shit. I want to see somebody say like that.
Everybody, I hope they probably did though.
Only reason I said that because I saw somebody had a picture of it on Twitter. I said, "What the hell is going on here?"
Oh my God!
But yeah, y'all go ahead and ask some questions. Oh my God! That boy said, "Look, we know who knows that." I'm sorry, y'all, but that deep boy, that tackling was ass, boy. I'm telling you, that's why I said
that's what we gonna call that from now on. Exactly what Booty Talk today, all right?
That's all it was, but no, we not finna go down there. So people already naming that. We ain't. No. Hey. Don't make me spray y'all with some holy water, boy.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh look! Hell no! No! We ain't going down that road.
Oh my God! Y'all wild, man.
You see this? You see this? You see, I need to stop talking because y'all. Because I'll be caught up with some wild stuff at the wrong time. Hey, look, Charles. See, hey, no, you know what? No, I'm not gonna put you out there, man. Cause your boo in here too. Y'all might well watch it together and make some. I'm done. We gonna do it. She's sitting over here laughing about it. That's why I started cracking jokes.
Oh my God!
But for real, for real though, the tackling was bad. This was terrible tackling today. We like I said, Buffalo. It's gonna be cold in Buffalo. If y'all tackling bad in the dome, y'all better be wearing some hand mittens come next week. Y'all better be tackling.
Y'all better be Deacon Jones up there with clubs on y'all hands.
They don't need no clubs because They don't need no clubs on. They already barely catch. You give them a reason not to catch them all. but yeah, like this time of the year, you can't be tackling the way you tackling. Okay, y'all, yeah. I'm about to say, I don't need to see no more names on
No
here.
names,
No
please.
more names. Man, I'm such a bad influence on people, boy. This shit crazy, man. But hey, you see how it livened everybody up and got folks laughing. Shoot, hey. At the end of the day, y'all need to be asking questions about the game, bro. I don't need to be saying nothing.
Please, so we get our mind
For the love of God, we tried not to get this thing demonetized and get cussed out.
Oh my God.
But yeah, Young Way Cool hitting the 50. Wow. Young Way Cool with the we not
do that name.
No. Bro, you better stop. You better stop telling on yourself for your woman cause smack the hell out your ass virtually. You better stop.
Oh my God.
Okay, here we go. Okay, downside Georgia boy said, "Where was Dante Fowler?" Where was Dante Fowler? Doing this. That was Dante Fowler right there. And you see Scorpion against the wall, he wasn't moving. That's exactly what the offensive line wasn't doing. They wasn't moving.
Like I said, I literally saw that dude like he stood there and just yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Karate, we're gonna call him Dragonfly Jones. Silent. He said, this is my obedient student, Kenji. What's that? Dragonfly Jones in his. I gotta find me a Dragonfly Jones picture. That's gonna be Dante Fowler from now on. But yeah. Jalen and Hawkins, Richie Grant, they played well today, man. Despite they was really the only two guys that I really seen that didn't miss too many tackles. I know AJ missed one. He didn't do too bad this game neither. All the young guys really didn't do bad as far as the tackle. It was the experienced guys that wasn't.
And Fourier was bad today. Fourier made up for it, but he was missing like tackles in the hole. That's the stuff that was irritating me. Deanna Fourier was missing tackles in the hole, and he kept bouncing off of us. Like, bro, God, leave.
Right.
They still ended up with like 10 tackles apiece. Like, but they've been doing
20,
it all.
They had
doing that all year.
They had 24 together, 16 solo combined.
Whew.
At the end of the day,
yeah,
you should have had. Yeah,
we got, like I said, at the end of the day, they better together than they are, apart. So, like I said, I know everybody want Debo to be Debo, but we still got two heck of a linebacker core. Like we got Mike Walker played excellent. He played well too. So like I said, man, we good. We good at linebacker for a good while.
Yeah, cause Michael Walker, like I said, he had some key tackles in there too. That he stuck Aaron. He stuck Jamal Williams.
Yes, he
said, he stuck his leg. He said, "Boy, I ain't missing this tackle today." He said, "I ain't missing this tackle today." Damn, boy, we just had a whole post-game show talking about defense. When the last time we did this?
No, but that's what we making strides. That tells you we making strides, but as a team, what the real ain't they talking about? I just realized that.
Yeah, we talked about offense maybe like 10 minutes of the show.
Wow.
That might
change, bro.
Yeah. But like I said, that lets us know that this is where our mindset and what our expectations on what we need this team to be is defensively. Like I said, offensively, like I said, well, we did talk about the lack of running the ball and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but it's definitely because I was like, you said they're better together than they are apart, and I was thinking, who are some of the best musical groups that were better together than apart? Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna say New
Hmm.
Edition. That New Edition for sure.
I was thinking New Edition. They were better
New
together
Edition.
than they were apart. Even though they was good apart, they was
Yeah, but they
way
better.
better together. Yeah, because if you take them apart, they're gonna turn into Milli Vanilli, and I don't think y'all want that.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-mm. Yeah, they better together.
Yeah, but at the same time, like you want, and this is why it's very important to have them big hogs up front. You gotta have them big. This is defense. Like you can have an offense that can average 28 to 30 points a game, but when you got a defense that averages giving up 31 points a game, nah,
Mm-hmm.
nah, we don't want that. Oh, you scared Knight had another one.
That's a
Bone
nice.
thugs.
That's a yeah. I love busy and crazy, but
Shit.
they better together.
Exactly.
Man,
I'll
shit,
say
cool.
three. I wouldn't say 3-6.
Three
It's
six,
really
three six.
3-6. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
they
Infamous and Koopster and Gangsta Boo were good by themselves, but everybody else was like, nah. I see why y'all three got together and after
right.
3-6, because y'all absolute trash without each other. but 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 yeah, like I said, that's why I did the countdown before. Like I said, we are 7-2 in games in one possession games. Think about that. We lost most of our one possession games the last 2 years with a better team. And we don't even have all our horses in the race either.
that right there is something special. I don't
They
care what
just
nobody say. That's special. That's special.
look, have y'all noticed all these quarterbacks getting hurt? Ryan ain't never been one of them.
I mean,
Y'all
that's
just think,
that goes into how special he is. You know what I'm saying? He and Tom Brady, Drew Brees for the most part. Like those guys are like we gotta at the end of the day, we just gotta recognize how great this quarterback, like just for the last 10 years or 10 to 15 years, just how great this quarterback group has been. There will never be another quarterback group like this before. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Matt Ryan, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger. There will never be anything close to that ever again. Ever. I can promise you. And I've seen quite a few quarterbacks, but I've never seen a quarterback grouping as good as this. We had Steve Young, Troy Aikman, Brett Favre,
I
Herman.
can't really. It's kind of hard to. Well,
You
it's
can
kind of hard
kind
to
of like
determine. It's kind of hard because if you remember, well, nah, I see what you're talking about. Never mind, never mind. I was thinking of something else. I was like, yeah, they only was like a few, like maybe 3-4
it was
years
only a
apart.
yeah, it was
So
just,
yeah.
but like all together, that's why I said together, I've never really seen anything like this. Like there was a few years apart, but
Mhm.
all these quarterbacks playing at elite level, the way that they've been
Mhm.
playing, because like
Mhm.
you got to throw Peyton Manning in there too with the group of guys.
Right.
Matt Ryan was playing well. They were kicking ass. They were kicking New
Hey look,
Indianapolis.
hey look. He like, man, my message breeze.
I made plenty of videos off Drew Brees, bro. I made
Hey,
plenty of videos. We keep it 100 around here.
yeah. And Drew Brees' damn show was good in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And
Indeed.
a lot of folks don't even know his San Diego days.
Mm-hmm.
But But the thing about it is, the thing is when he was talking about the quarterbacks that are getting hurt. I mean, like if you actually look at it, and this is the thing, this is what we call kind of like the catch-22 with the new quarterbacks now. Like yes,
I knew you was going there.
that's the catch-22. And even we experienced it with Michael Vick as well. Like yes,
Mm-hmm.
you get the extension of plays, you get somebody that can make a play out of nothing, you get all that stuff. But you like I said, you have to take the good with the bad. There's a possibility that that guy could get nicked up here and now. Because the one thing there's one thing of getting hit in the pocket where you have more protection. But if you get hit outside the pocket, you ain't got no protection from these referees. These referees ain't throwing shit unless you get hit in the helmet or you get hit during a give up slide. But other than that, you getting your ass blasted.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like I say, and it's a lot of the newer quarterbacks that's really getting hurt now because
Mm-hmm.
they taking the unnecessary
Lamar,
hits.
Lamar, Russell, all those guys. They going through a lot. Of Russell just came back today, if I'm not mistaken.
Now he came back. I think it was last week. I think he came back.
Okay, so he just okay. It's been about I think you're
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
I think he came back last week. But
and even
yeah,
Dak just like broke his leg like on running and scrambling. So it's like I said, that's a catch-22
it's
with
a
these
catch
mobile
22.
quarterbacks.
It ain't nothing. Like I said, there ain't nothing wrong with a mobile quarterback. Ain't nothing wrong with a pocket passer. It's all depending
Mm-hmm.
on the system you running, and can that
Mm-hmm.
quarterback maintain some type of dominance within that system.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the one thing with a lot of quarterbacks that run a lot, and I think this is where it kind of comes down to, and Baltimore kind of has this problem because
Yeah.
you rely on him running so much. Your draft strategy is a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
Your draft strategy is different because it's not so much of you trying to draft guys to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
You're basically just trying to draft guys that can do a little something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jalen Hurts got an ankle injury, so he hurt too. Good gracious.
Yeah, you're not protected. You're not protected outside that pocket. You protected inside that pocket.
Mm. Yeah, because once you start running, you a runner.
Hmm.
You're no longer a quarterback.
Right.
So even if a wide receiver decide to give himself up and he get hit, he still get that
Hmm.
unnecessary roughness penalty. But like once you in that pocket as a quarterback, yeah, you don't
And
get
let
them
me
calls.
let me tell you how much longevity plays a part in a lot of stuff. And unfortunately, I had to talk about this. You see what's going on with Cam Newton out in Carolina right now.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad they brought Sam Darnold back.
I see. I see. I got a couple of friends that are Carolina Panthers fans, and they just like, bro, our team is like they have no hope for their team anymore, which is sad because they have a pretty good defense, but
They got a
a team in itself is just giving up. They've given up on Matt Rule. They don't believe in him, and this is
no.
coming from this is coming from Panthers fans. That team has given up on him. He's
Hmm.
lost that team. So don't be surprised if he end up getting fired.
But like I said, this is why we tell you. Y'all think y'all have it? No, that was the problem because the main problem of that situation was because everybody saw Cam Newton going back to Carolina and saying, "Oh, they're automatic playoff team now." because they got Cam
Mm-hmm.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing in the fact that he has to learn a whole different system, get used to
Mm-hmm.
a whole different set of guys at different cadences, and the
Mm-hmm.
fact that his arm ain't the same. That's it. So that's why we always say you be careful what you ask for, because them Carolina Panther fans asked for that, and they
Mm-hmm.
got it, and now they looking like, I don't know about this one.
Mm-hmm.
See,
My
they
boy
missed
Rashard
it.
always say that.
Yeah.
My boy
See,
Rashard always say, "Be careful what you would, what you
mm-hmm.
ask for. You just might get it."
Yeah, Yusuke always say it in this chat too. He always say, "Man, be careful
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
ask for."
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said this is the one thing. Like I said, it's catch-22. It's the popular decision to bring in a guy like that. But are you really ready to face the consequences if it doesn't work out?
You
Um,
gotta be an elite. You gotta be an elite talent develop team to
mm-hmm.
take that chance. It's like that's what. Like, just take this for consideration. Just think about this. Why do you think Bill Belichick gave up on the idea of? But like, it was an experiment for him when he brought in Cam Newton, and he gave up on that idea. Not even a whole year in it. There's a reason why he gave up on that idea. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do with this mobile quarterback thing and see if there's anything to it." He gave up on the idea. He was like, "Nope, I see what I need to see," and he ended up going to, excuse me, went and drafted him a quarterback. He had three chances. He had multiple chances to get a mobile quarterback. He said, "Screw that. I'm gonna get the most unpopular guy that y'all don't think is worth a crap, and I'm gonna turn him into a quarterback. He's gonna be my guy." And Mac Jones, aka Mac 10.
Right.
So there's a reason why he did that. Like I said, yeah, these mobile quarterbacks gonna sell tickets. They're gonna be popular with the fans, and you can. But are you really gonna win games? Are you really gonna win championships with the guy? People say this all the time. People say Patrick Mahomes is a mobile quarterback. No, he's
What the
not.
hell he at? Nope.
That dude is about as slow as Matt Ryan. The thing that he does well is extend plays. He knows how to extend plays. That's what people don't realize. He's not very fast. Patrick Mahomes is not very fast, bro. If you really look at Patrick Mahomes, he's not very. He know how.
I know. Yeah, we been and like I said, we been saying it,
Mm-hmm,
and we've been called haters.
mm-hmm. That man is great at extending plays. That's what he's great at.
Mm-hmm.
He got a little bit more foot quickness than Matt, but as far as straight line speed, he's not very fast. I think he ran like a 4.5 or 4.6 or something like that.
Nope. He ran a 4.8.
Or 4.8. So I was way low. So he's about Matt Ryan. Like I said, he's about Matt Ryan's speed, but what he does well is he knows how to extend plays. That's just what he
Yeah.
does.
Right. Yeah. So that's
Damn,
why
4.8.
but that's why that's why you have to put the emphasis on the difference between a mobile quarterback and a improviser type quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow. See? Yeah, you're right. Damn, he did run a 4.8. Wow. Woo.
yeah, yeah, he was yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember that because that's the one. Yeah, because he got the arm. That's what sold him was his arm. Because you have to remember, even in college, he wasn't winning
Woo,
a
he
lot of
was
games
slang.
in college.
Yeah, he wasn't, but he was slanging that. That's what
Yeah,
I already knew. I look when I saw him in college. The first time I said, "Who the hell is this dude?" This dude is NFL ready in college. just looking at his arm. The dude was making throws like that in college. And I was wondering why the hell he dropped. That's like y'all don't see this dude making these. Every throw that you seen in the NFL, he was doing that in college.
I wouldn't even say he dropped. That motherfucker got drafted in the top 10. He went.
Bruh,
Actually, Actually, to be honest with you, he got picked higher than I thought he was gonna be because I didn't even know who the. All I knew was this dude knew how to throw an arm, but I was just like, you're not gonna pick this guy this high. He doesn't win. He hadn't won shit in college. Like,
he
but
ain't won anything in college, and he wasn't a popular name in college.
yeah,
But that dude was slanging that. Like I said, he was the most talented quarterback in that draft. Period. It wasn't even close. Quarterbacks in that draft couldn't come close to what he was doing already. He was already doing those things in college. So when he got his chance to learn how to read defenses, that's when it picked up immediately for him. Once he learned how to read, Patrick Mahomes took off. So it was no surprise to me that he was putting up those types of numbers. I didn't know he was going to be that good, but I knew he would be a good quarterback.
and then he ended up in the perfect situation because he had the perfect guy to help groom him.
Mm-hmm.
So, a high five life here says, I think Arthur Smith play calling is conservative because what else would you do as a first year head coach? He's figuring out his identity for our offense with basically a bunch of backups and a rookie.
I want to let me tell you this. I know you want to speak on it, but it really irritates me when I hear conservative. What do you mean? Like conservative win games? We literally lost Super Bowls because we was out here being too damn aggressive. We lost several games because we being way too aggressive. So conservative is code for he do the right thing too much. Let's just keep it real. He do the right things way too much. Because Kyle Shanahan is probably one of the most brilliant play callers. Why? Because he does the right thing way too much. And that's run the damn ball when you got 3 yards. Okay, you get 3 more yards. Yeah, let's get another first down. So that's what conservative is he does the right thing too much. Because most teams, if you look at the play calling in the NFL, most teams, when they get 3rd and 3, they spread you out and then they try to take a deep shot. And then if they don't get the deep shot, they'll run the ball. That's actually the wrong way. So that's just code for he does the right things way too much. And that's what he does. We're not accustomed at this team actually running the damn ball in 3rd and 3. We saw 3rd and 3. Guess what? We already knew what the play was going to be. He going to spread them out. He going to throw hooks. We already knew what the hell was going to happen. 3rd and 1. Spread them out. Throw hooks. That's all we knew. Go to Julio on the slant. We know it, bro. We knew it was going to happen.
I'm trying to how I'm seeing what he's talking about conservative. I'm thinking he's more so talking about the lack of deep shots. I think that's where he's trying to go with it. But the thing about it is, how many deep shots do you think this team should take for it to not be conservative? Because you ain't finna see nobody take no 15, 20 deep shots a game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, like I said, boy, when the NFL, like I said, the NFL is like a boxing match, bro. What did Mike Tyson say? He said, everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And all hell breaks loose. You got to use those conservative plays to set up that deep shot. But the problem is when you don't have the personnel that can really take those aggressive shots on a consistent basis like that, then it ends up looking too conservative. Mm-hmm. Like I said, when you had Julio here, see, you can take those those aggressive shots and those play calls because you knew that he was due for one, and the defenses had to respect that. And that opened up for the underneath stuff, the intermediate stuff that allowed these guys to be able to make plays and turn them nothing into something.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is you don't have that Julio out there. You don't have that Calvin Ridley out there. Like I said, you got to make do with what you got. Right now, we basically got a bunch of despicable me's out there. So it just like it just go ahead. My bad.
No, I just said we're not used to seeing us doing the right thing. Okay, let's just keep it real.
Mm-hmm.
This team is under Dan Quinn. These guys always did the wrong thing, going forward on 4th and 5. Like the offense we can't stop the damn pass rush. What the fuck we going for on 4th and 5 for? We in our own territory. Not enemy territory. In our own territory, like 35, 40-yard line, and we going for it on. And then we end up giving them a short field. Like, those are the things, what I mean by we always did the wrong things. Like with Kyle Shanahan and guys like him, they always do the right things all the time. You're supposed to run the ball when we got inches today. That's why I was so ecstatic seeing quarterback sneaks. Hey man, that long neck ass can't even run the damn 5 flat. This long neck ass out there running quarterback sneaks. Why the hell Matt Ryan can't do it?
Running quarterbacks. Oh man. We're probably gonna take a couple more questions before we dip out of here. Ayers here said, what do you think it'd be the ideal type of receivers for Arthur Smith's style of offense? Look at AJ Brown. Actually, the type of receivers he looked for it ain't even got to be on that high of a level. He just wants somebody that can be able to catch the ball in traffic and be able to. He just need guys that be able to run short routes and catch the ball within the intermediate positions. You need receivers that can run block.
Mm-hmm.
You want somebody that you might not have you want somebody that can run that slant and get you that first down.
Mm-hmm.
You want a guy that's not scared of contact.
I got one word for that. Simple. I'm about to take the key K-Style spin through.
Take the case that. Hold on. Let me wind it up.
But as simple as this, confident.
Bam.
Confident. That's it.
Bam.
Ain't no size on that. Ain't no particular height, weight, nothing. You need confident wide receivers. That's it.
No. Yeah. If you want the perfect example of confidence, think of a guy like Steve Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect
That probably
example.
the same size as me at 5'10". He like 5'10", 200. We about to say
he wasn't even 200. He was like 182.
182. Yep. About the same. Here I am about 190, and this dude playing in the league with just straight up confidence.
Right.
Whipping dudes. They couldn't do nothing with him because he was confident. He knew he was good.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, like I said, 6'2", 205. That's ideal. That's the ideal size you want for a wide receiver nowadays.
Yeah,
you got some guys. You got some guys that are 6'2", 220 pounds that play like they're 160. They out there. Like I said, the game of football is 80% mental, 20% physical.
Mm-hmm. Got that right.
Hey, look, Reggie said, hell yeah, TB12 slow ass random down. Quarterback sneak. Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
All it is about is your offensive line getting a push.
Mm-hmm.
Who can get lower than the other guy? That's all the damn quarterback sneak is. If your offensive line can't get lower than the defensive line, the quarterback sneak ain't gonna work. Um, no more midget mentality wide receivers. Nah, man, yeah, yeah. And I know somebody asked earlier about Frank Darby and why he hasn't been playing. Like I said, the coaching staff doesn't see him as ready yet.
Mm-hmm.
If- okay, we got a 4.99 super chat. IJ M2X sound like a cheat code, but he said, let's say we do trade Matt Ryan this offseason. How would y'all feel if we were traded for somebody like Jalen Hurts if the Eagles don't want him?
Kill me right now. Throw my
But if
brains
you,
out.
but the problem is, no, and he's using it as a hypothetical, so we're not gonna really go in. Nobody gonna go in on him like that. But like I said, you also gotta look at the standpoint too. Is now you add more of a financial burden by trading him.
I'll just say this: the reason why Jalen Hurts and the Eagles will never go anywhere is because they're gonna have to make one hard decision that a lot of people ain't paying no attention to. They're gonna have to put Fletcher Cox down. He make way too much money for you to be able to like continue to build on that offense. If you want to build a defense, you gotta get rid of and Fletcher Cox is he's still young enough to still play well, but I think his best days at the defensive tackle is pretty much um, gone. Plus, like I said, he's just making way too much money. I think he'll be like making nearly $20 million at defensive tackle, and they got to make a decision whether or not they gonna keep him because they need receivers. The Eagles
Yeah.
need receivers bad.
And think about the receivers passed up on AJ Brown, Justin Jefferson, and DK
Mm-hmm.
Metcalf. And you think them
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers you think them motherfuckers regretting those decisions now? They could have had those two.
Right. So they gonna need some.
Y'all talk about us getting a mobile quarterback. The Eagles could have had they could have had Justin Jefferson and DK Metcalf.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, if you're gonna bring in a guy like Jalen Hurts, a guy obviously you gonna go to that RPO, and everybody know how I feel about the RPO. It done made so many. It's ruined the game. I'm just gonna be real. Quarterbacks, it ruined. I'll say this: it has ruined quarterbacks because now quarterbacks not even reading. They don't even know how to read defenses anymore. They don't even try to read defenses. They read positions. All right, the safety right here, the defensive end right here, and the linebacker right here. That's all they need to know. That's all you looking at. It's either hand the ball off or throw it in their void. That's it. That's the whole thing with RPO. Throw it in a void. Try to get a linebacker to do this, and try to get the corner to do this, and try to get the defensive end to do that. That's the whole. That's what RPO is. So you're dumbing down the game for quarterbacks, and that's why, like I said, I just don't like. I hate the RPO. Like I really do. I despise. I'm a quarterback guy. I despise RPOs.
Mm,
I need quarterbacks to be smart. I just want quarterbacks to be quarterbacks and not puppets. Because like that's what I feel like the RPO is. You're not really trusting the quarterback to be a quarterback, so you just want him to be a damn puppet.
so that um so the reason I was looking like this is because so as we know the NFL because how long has like when we talking about like this concept of RPOs.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how long has the RPOs actually been effective? And how long has it been in the NFL? Like as far as this concept of RPOs, it's been about 4 years, right? Because Philadelphia was the one that made it popular in 2017, right? They made it popular in 2017, so it's been about
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 seasons.
It's essentially it's essentially a bubble screen, but it was kind of like I said, it was an accident. So it's like I think a receiver ended up going out and like missing. He ran a route and he kind of missed. I forget the explanation that um Urban Meyer, like it was actually a mistake. Like Urban Meyer kind of came up with it with the RPO. The receiver went out and he went out for a pattern rather than actually block, and the receiver got blown up. Who was receiving the screen? So it was actually a mistake. So basically, what it did, you got a receiver going out for a route, and you got the other receiver essentially going for the screen. So that's what it was. So it's two things at once, and you read what the corner is doing. So based on what the corner is doing, that's who you either hand the ball off, you throw it to this person, and throw it out, throw it away. So it was actually a mistake. So that's why I say
So
it's some elementary stuff. Like it's real simple. RPO is just real simple, and you really don't have to teach quarterback how to be a quarterback. You just more so teaching them how to read what the corner is doing. You're taking advantage of positions rather than the defense itself.
yeah, because I was
Now you see why I hate it. Now you see why I hate
see,
it.
but I was but I was gonna say it for a whole different
Mhm.
reason too. I was gonna say because basically what it sounds like to me is the RPO is all gonna depend every like the receiver, the running backs, the
Mhm.
quarterbacks all have to read the same thing.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you got to have that team chemistry in order to pull that off.
Mhm. See how dangerous that is, though. You're
That's what
pretty.
the you,
Chemistry is hard in itself to get. So you're going to need these guys to be together for a while so they can see the same. Like K Style, we've been doing this shit for years together, talking sports for years. So I understand where he's going. But you get a new quarterback, you get a new receiver, you get a new offensive line, you get a new running back, and they haven't been together long. Like that takes time. So it's, it's,
right,
it's a dangerous concept. It's a dangerous concept.
exactly. But let's go ahead and wind this down. This has actually been a very interesting post game show because we didn't come in with the same energy we normally would after a win. But at the end of the day, one, two, three, four, five, six,
Mm-hmm.
seven, seven wins in one possession games.
Mm-hmm.
The first one at home. There's something to be said here. Now, you could put in question, some people may put into question because of the quality of the team. Don't matter who you play.
Mm-hmm.
Because these usually was the teams we lose to.
Right.
You remember that London game in 14 against the Lions? We lost that.
Um. Let me. My bad. I want to get this one last thing because I've been
Go
tagged
ahead.
in on
Go
Twitter.
ahead.
I want to explain this real quick. Um. Actually got a comment. It was D Led. He said that Mike Dick was a rookie in 1962 when they only played 14 games. Are you really breaking his record in 17 games? And the reason why I want to explain that is, yeah, you do have a point as far as his the games are concerned. Is his average high? I already know where you. Go ahead, go ahead.
You know what D Lid just did.
Yeah,
You know what he just did for the okay. Go ahead and read that one more time so I can explain to the people what he just did. Go ahead, read it one more
uh,
time.
it must be noted that Mike Ditka was a rookie in 1962 when they played 14 games. Are you really breaking his record in a 17-game season?
D-Led just basically told all Falcon fans, why the fuck are y'all so happy about him getting his record?
Right.
Why y'all happy? It don't matter.
Mhm.
Y'all can tell D-Led I said this his damn self. He basically told y'all, fuck Kyle Pitts' record. It don't matter. Why y'all happy?
Mm-hmm.
So if the Patriots would have went, so in his mind, if the Patriots would have went undefeated in 2007, could we really? Yeah.
Is it really is?
Exactly.
You can do that all. You can do that all day, man.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. And like I said, the reason why I wanted to even say that is because at the end of the day, there's one thing that is certain, right?
Right.
In Mike Ditka's day, he was an athletic freak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, compared to what he had on it. So that's why he broke records. So if you look at it like that, Mike Ditka in his day, they weren't running fucking cover 2 zones and double teaming, triple teaming guys. It was 1-on-1 with the great ones. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was in 1962.
You shot the one. Look. You shot the ones with folk, boy. That was back then when they were fighting like this.
That was it. That's
It
it.
wasn't no duck. It wasn't no duck and dodging or nothing like that.
There wasn't none of all that. Look, you going 1-on-1, it ain't no movement. We standing in front, we slugging. That's what it was back then. So it's like when you compare it like that, Kyle Pitts is going against guys that are damn 6'6" and they running 4-1s and stuff like that. You got to compare it where they were at the time. He was an athletic freak in his day, Mike Dick. And Kyle is an absolute athletic freak in his day. So it really doesn't matter how many games. You still, it's still, as far as like when you look at whether or not the games matter, he's still doing this against great talent. And these guys, compared to back then, I can tell you with a straight face, I'm positive that a lot of those guys wasn't running 0-4-2 on defense. A lot of those guys were running 4-3s on defense. You didn't see a lot of Deion Jones in 1962. Okay? So let's just keep it 100.
And Mike Ditka was bigger than the average defensive lineman back then.
Yes.
Y'all do remember the average trench player in the 60s was like 5'11", 215, 220 pounds. Yep. So these wasn't no big dudes he was going to get either. Especially as a tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, he was bigger than everybody. He's essentially what he's essentially. I'm gonna just throw it back. I'm gonna just throw it like back in those days, He's essentially what Wilt Chamberlain was to everybody else.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Wilt Chamberlain, but I'm just saying at that time in the 60s in football, they said your average offensive lineman was 235 pounds, bro.
Yep.
He was as big. He was literally the size of an offensive lineman back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So, go ahead, Mike. I just wanted to get that.
No, you got it. I got my point. I got my point. That's what I was saying. It's like you got to compare the eras and the players that he was playing against. A lot of those guys, like you said, a lot of those guys were barely freaking. This dude was like, Mike Dick, I think he was like 250, 260.
Mike Dick played at 230 pounds at tight end.
At tight end?
At 6'3", 230.
So that's an offensive lineman in their day playing tight end.
And think about it, and let me pull these numbers up with Mike Dicker. He had that 1,000-yard rookie season. His numbers went down every year after that. He went 1076. He went 904. He had 794, 897, 454, 378, 274, 111, 268, 98, 360, and 198.
You don't want to talk about that though. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tony Wright here got hey, y'all seen them Jim
Whoa,
y'all seen them Jim Brown clips back in the day? Man, them was scared to tackle him. Y'all thought Derrick Henry was something these days?
Yeah.
Jim, like you said, Jim Brown was 6'2", 238. He was bigger than most of the guys on the field. This dude was essentially Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl. This was Bo Jackson and Tecmo Bowl. This was the original.
Yep. Richard tried to play Shaq with play against Shaq with a bunch of 6 foot.
That's like having Shaq at the post and you got Trae Young guarding him.
Come on.
How is that going? I'm gonna ask y'all a question. So that's like having Shaquille O'Neal at 7'2", 360 pounds, and the average center being Trae Young, which is 6'1", 180 pounds. How the hell is that gonna work?
Come on, man. Hey, we know this history. We know our history.
Like I said, the game got bigger. The players got bigger and faster as time went on.
There's a reason why they say that. They literally say the guys got bigger and faster. Those guys weren't that big back then.
Yeah. And this is why you also say that's what you say. You start looking at tendencies, like you say, with the dual threat mobile quarterback as well. When Michael, like even before Michael Vick, like when you threw in the Randall Cunninghams, you threw. I'm gonna say Randall Cunningham because he kind of was like the guy who was like that really like exciting type one right there. Like the Randall Cunninghams, the Michael Vicks. Like you said, we got Lamar Jackson now. But you remember when Michael Vick ran the ball, you do realize the average linebacker back then was 250 pounds. They was built to stop the run. Now, Lamar doing it now pretty well. And he's doing it here at an age where the average linebacker now is like 220 pounds. Because they are built, they are built now to stop that aspect of the game. Oh God! Oh God! I got hit.
Oh
God! Would you have Tyler Davidson been a beast back then? Hell no. He'll get pushed over by an offensive lineman that's 5'9", 220 pounds back then. Back then they didn't have rules back then. Boy, you could poke somebody in the eye and slap them on the play.
Deacon Jones had a whole club on his hand, knocking the hell out of people.
Yeah. Them folk didn't care. Remember, sacks didn't become an official stat until the 70s. Dude, Jack Tatum was literally knocking people out the game.
Knocking them out. Concussions, boy.
Y'all gotta remember, boy, this game has changed. Like they're bigger and faster now, but these rules, like the rules back then, is way different than what the rules are now. Back then, you literally can get away with murder back then.
Stepping on people, spitting in their face, all that was
exactly. All that was legal.
Gouging people's eyes out.
Exactly. So yeah, man. They may have been smaller back then, but it's a different rule set. It's a different mindset. But I'm telling y'all, boy, y'all need to go ahead and look at some of them old tapes and look how these guys really played. They didn't have gloves neither, so well, fuck that. They had to tape their whole damn arms. They taped their arms. They must have spent like they might have had like $200 worth of tape on their arms, boy. That was the only damn gloves they had.
Mm-hmm.
You seen damn, I always get them things fucked up. But let's go ahead and wind it down, man. Like I said, we're gonna save some of this for tomorrow. But we're gonna go ahead and wind it down. Like I said, Falcons get the dub. We're gonna have a cooler talk tomorrow to further talk about this game and kind of see what it sets up for the next game, and that's what the heavy hitter show is going to be. Like I said, shouts out to Kyle Pitts. He was my offensive player of the game. That's about it on that. but yeah, like I said, this is what we call one of those total team wins. It don't matter. Like I said, everybody ain't gotta have the greatest game, but you gotta make the plays when they count the most. Fourier made the play. He made the interception when it counted the most, and that's all I can say.
That's it. Gotta make the plays. Don't matter who make the plays. You win as a team, you lose as a team. Somebody made the play. Somebody stepped up. That's what it's all about. As somebody stepped up and made that Fourier pay in the Super Bowl, we ain't talking about what we gave up a 28-3 lead. Ain't nobody talking about that. But they stepped up this time.
Oh and we might time frame this. And let me say this: how long have we been talking about Matt Ryan on this show today? About 10 minutes or so.
10 minutes, if that.
About 10 minutes, but no more than 10 minutes. I want y'all to frame what I'm about to say here. I want y'all to frame this. Okay, we're gonna timestamp it at 1 hour 57 minutes. Watch the whole comment section gonna be about Matt Ryan. out of a 2 hour stream, it's gonna be about 10 minutes worth of. It's gonna be on 10 minutes out of a 2 hour stream. It never fails. But the funny thing about it is, we had a whole show talking about Matt Ryan, and nobody said nothing on it. I saw it, Mike. I saw the responses on that video we did Friday.
Oh, I know.
And the one we did before that about Matt Ryan.
Oh yeah.
Why was they so scared to even comment on it or come on? But when we not talking about Matt Ryan, then Matt Ryan becomes the subject. So like I said at the time, about an hour 57 minutes. Yeah. Wait till this video ends. You're gonna get about 20 comments on Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan was only 10 minutes of this stream. Well, 11 minutes since we talking about him at the end. So go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, give him the final word of the day.
The final word of the day is simple. You finally winning games the way games should be won. As team. When you make a mistake, you pick your brother up and you get him across the finish line. That's what we saw today. We saw a guy that didn't have enough to get across the finish line, and we picked him up, and it's like, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. We're going to get across this shit together. And that's what we saw today. The first time we've seen this in quite some time is that we actually finished to get the game together, and we did it the right way. And we didn't have to look at, hey, man, this guy always gets out of these holes. We finally doing that. Matt Ryan ain't doing that for us. So at the end of the day, we got it. We got the job done, and we did that after a big-time penalty, and we picked the boy up. He looked relieved, but we ended up getting the job done. And that's all I got to say about that. Team win. I'm hungry as hell, man. I'm just up here thinking about food. I'm hungry. I have not had anything eaten. I don't even remember last time I had something to eat. So I'm thinking about food right now.
All right, then we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Like I
I'm
said, y'all
hungry.
continue. Y'all could look. Y'all continue to support Atlanta Falcon Nation. Support your boy six man K Styles. 3 away from 550. 53 away. No. Yeah, 53 away from the good old number 600.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely appreciate y'all, and you always say here at Atlanta Falcon Nation, we ain't here to play, we here to stay. You ain't gotta go home.
But you gotta get the hell out of here. Oh, why?